Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm gonna be sewing a pair of sweatpants from start to finish. So if you guys are sewing as well and you want to follow along, this is gonna be very beginner friendly. So yeah, let's do it. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, show some love in the comments. Let me know if y'all are following along as well, and let's get into it. So first things first, what you're gonna want to do is lay down your fabric flat on the ground. You're gonna be drawing your pattern on here, and what I like to do is have my fabric folded, so when I cut out my pattern, I already have like two sides that match each other, and then just draw your pattern on there. Me personally, I freehand my patterns with a ruler. Like, I don't have a stencil, I just use a ruler to make the patterns, which is it's pretty iffy. It's better to have a pattern, but you can see like my sketches and everything, like it's not the best, but it'll work though. It'll make some nice pants. But yeah, if y'all want like my measurements and everything, I could like make a link for that or post that in the description or something, but just let me know. Yeah, basically just draw the pattern, cut it out. So if you folded your fabric and cut out your pattern, you should have two front panels, two back panels, two sets of pockets, so four cutouts of pockets in total. And then I cut out two back pockets because I like to put back pockets on my sweatpants. This is completely optional, you don't have to if you don't want to, but yeah. And yeah, that should be everything. All you need now is the thread and the waistband elastic. Also, that fabric right there, I forgot to mention, is what I'm going to be using for the drawstrings. So yeah, there's that as well. If you want some drawstrings, get some separate fabric for that. Oh yeah, and how could I forget the brazen tag? So now it's just about putting together puzzle pieces. For the pockets, what I like to do is you want to get your panel right side up, so the side that people are going to be seeing, you want that up, and then you want to get your pocket and put it the wrong side up, so the right sides of each thing should be touching. And also another thing I like to do as well is leave a couple of inches at the top of my original pattern. So like, I draw the pattern, then I measure 3 inches above it and cut out there, because I like to fold my waist instead of sewing a whole separate waist. I feel like that makes it easier. So yeah, I leave like 3 inches for the waist folded. So get the pocket. I like to put the pocket a little bit into the fold, so like when I sew it down, it sews the pocket down as well, so your pocket isn't just flying around all over the place. But yeah, with that being said, line all that up, and when it's at a good place where you want it, pin everything down. And once you do that, you should be good. Also, another thing too is your matching pockets, like the pockets that go with each other that you cut out at the same time, make sure that goes on the front and back panel of the corresponding leg, so like everything lines up. So yeah, just repeat that step with the rest of the panels, and when you sew it down, you want to sew just a straight stitch down from where the pocket starts and where the pocket ends, and leave however much of a seam allowance you want, or anything, however much you feel comfortable with, but just make sure you sew a straight stitch down from where the pocket starts and where the pocket ends. Don't forget to do your back stitch too. You don't want any of these stitchings to come undone while you're wearing it. So yeah, it should look about like this when you're done, just a regular straight stitch. Now next, what you want to do is fold over the pocket to the other side, so now the wrong sides of both pieces are touching. And what you're gonna want to do is mark down 1.5 inches from the top of the pocket, because that is gonna be where the pocket hole opening starts, so like where you put your hands in your pocket. And I like to mark about 6 inches down from there, 6 to 6.5 inches. I mark down from that spot so I can have enough space to put my hand in. You can measure out how big you want that to be by putting your hand up against wherever you mark and marking the end of where your hand ends, or a little bit after where your hand ends. So yeah, just give your hand enough room. Also, the step is a lot easier if you iron down the pocket after you fold it. I actually forgot to do that, so I had to take out the pins, iron it down, and then put the pins back in. So yeah, just make sure you're ironing down the pieces before you pin it or anything like that. And after that, all you have to do is sew another straight stitch from pin to pin, or however you chose to mark it, and that should give you a nice spot, a nice indicator for where your pockets open. It's gonna help a lot when you're sewing everything together. After you sew it down, you should be left with something that looks like this. Don't mind my stitching, it doesn't look the straightest, but it'll do. But yeah, just repeat this step on all the other panels, and we're gonna be moving on to the next step. Okay, so now we're getting to the good part. What you're gonna want to do now is grab two of the same panels. That could be your front panels or your back panels, doesn't matter which ones you start with. But what we're gonna be doing is sewing the crotches together. So basically what you're gonna want to do is line up both both crotches together. One of the panels should be facing up and the other panel should be facing down. So the part that's showing to the outside world should be, you know, touching on both panels. I hope you guys understand what I mean by that. You can kind of see how I'm doing it in the video. But yeah, just line it up as closely as possible, pin it down, and sew another straight stitch just along the crotch. Try and get that curve for real. And after you sew that down, they should come out like this. Now just go ahead and repeat this step to the other matching panels. And if you want a stronger stitch and don't have a serger to, you know, do what sergers do, next to your straight stitch you can sew like a little zigzag stitch just to make it stronger, you know, so that it doesn't rip while you're putting it on or anything like that. Now on this step, this is where I like to add any miscellaneous things I have. So this is where I'm adding this custom brazen tag. I just think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, I just pin this down and sew this on, and you could do this for whatever you want to add to your pants. Now for this next step, what you're gonna want to do is line up both pairs of sweatpants. I like to start with the outside sides first, not the inseam. So I line up the outer sides for both the front and back panels, and I just pin them down and sew them together. Now when I'm sewing them together, I usually skip the pocket because I sew that after. So for the first straight stitch, I just straight stitch from the waist to the pocket opening, and then the second straight stitch, I stitch from the second pocket opening, so the bottom pocket opening, down the rest of the side of the pants. And make sure you're sewing to the pocket opening and from the pocket opening, not where the pocket itself is ending. You got to make sure of that. And yeah, just sew that down with a nice straight stitch. After you're done with that, your pocket opening should look like a girl's. But yeah, for this next step, all you have to basically do is sew a straight stitch to close the pocket all the way around, except for the side where you sewed the pants together. And then line up your inseams and sew those together as well. And they should look somewhat like this when you're done with that. You know, a nice pair, almost a nice pair of sweatpants. I know y'all don't see the zigzag stitch all the way around. That's because I got lazy and this video was taking too long. It actually took me like 2 days to record this video, so I was just kind of like, I didn't have time to do that. I'm gonna do it later though. But yeah, now for this next step, and we're getting close to being done here, what you're gonna want to do is fold down the waist, so you know you can make a little waistline. So you're gonna fold it down to where you want it, about 3 inches, or I like to have it about 3 inches. Make sure your pockets are facing the right way when you're folding it down as well. And then you're gonna want to pin down the waist and just sew a straight stitch basically all the way around. But before you do that, you're gonna want to keep in mind that you want to keep a little opening in the back. I like to have it in the back because, you know, people aren't gonna be looking for errors back there. But you're gonna want to leave a little opening because that's where you're gonna put in the elastic for your waistband, so you know your sweatpants can fit on you. So leave a little opening in the back so you can feed the elastic through there. And once you have everything pinned down and looking nice, go ahead and sew a straight stitch around it. Make sure to leave the opening in the back. I cannot stress this enough. Now for the elastic, because I didn't buy one thick enough for my waistband, I usually just sew 2 of them together. I don't know if they make ones this thick or something. I just didn't see it in the store, so I thought to just sew 2 of them together to make it, you know, to make it fit in there. So if you can find one thick enough, you can skip this step, but if not, then you know, just sew them together and use a strong stitch as well so it doesn't come apart. And it should look something like this. So now what you're gonna want to do is feed it through that little hole that you should have left in the back. If you didn't, go ahead and cut that hole out. Now you're gonna want to grab this tool. I don't know what it's called, but it like clamps down on the, you know, on the fabric, so you could like use that little circle thing at the end to scoot it up and, you know, make it clamp down hard on something. And it basically just makes things easier to put through like small spaces like this elastic or drawstrings or anything like that. So yeah, just go ahead and put that in, go all the way around. And when you go all the way around and come out, what you're gonna want to do now is sew the 2 ends together so it closes off the circle. And once you sew those 2 together, then you can go ahead and close that hole that's in the waist. So this is more or less how the waistband should look. Now the sweatpants are almost finished, but I forgot one crucial detail. I forgot to add the back pockets. I forgot to put on the back pockets when the panels were still laid out. So now what I have to do is undo the whole, well, not the whole side seam, but most of the side seam, the pocket as well, so I can sew inside of there. And then I have to sew the pockets on and sew all that back together. Now for the back pockets, I like to fold all the edges down and use an iron to really, you know, iron it down, get it, you know, kind of nice and flat. I also use pins as well after I iron it down just to keep it down. And once I do that, I like to set the pockets up in this orientation right here, like a double pocket. I don't put one on each side. I just like put a double pocket on one side. And basically you're going to want to sew a straight stitch on the top and sew the connecting part where the pockets touch. Only where the pockets touch. Just this one side right here. Don't go all the way. Yeah, sew that down. Once you get that right, go ahead and pin it to the back panel, you know, whatever side you want to pin it on, and sew that down, and boom, it should look like this for the most part. Now once you're at this step where the pants are basically done, what you're going to want to do is sew some drawstrings. I'm going to show you guys how to sew that, and also hem the bottom of the pants so it's not just the raw edge sticking out. Now for the drawstrings, what I like to do is basically just fold and iron, fold and iron, fold and iron. So you fold it, iron it down, fold it on top of itself again, iron it down, and you do that like 3 times. Once you do that 3 times and you have 3 folds, you want to cut it all the way at the edge of the fold. Now once you cut it out all the way, what you're going to want to do is unfold it back to the first fold, fold the top part inward, so it should like be like a book now, look here, or something like that, I don't know, and just fold that together again. Try and just follow how I'm doing it in the video. And once you do that, just sew a straight stitch down all the way from end to end where the opening is. You don't really have to do it on the other side. You can if you want to. I don't really do it. And boom, you have yourself a nice drawstring. Depending on how long the fabric you're using is, what I like to do is do this 2 times and then sew both of those together so I can have a nice long drawstring. Now if you're wondering why my waistband looks like this, what I like to do to the waist is I usually sew 2 straight stitches, 2 more straight stitches, one at the top of the waistband and one next to where I sewed originally on the waistband. If you want to do this step, make sure whenever you're sewing the straight stitch, you're stretching out the fabric as much as possible. You know, you don't want it to be all wrinkled up. It's gonna mess up your stitching. But yeah, just sew that all the way around and your waistband should look like mine. But anyways, back to the drawstrings. What you're gonna want to do is grab a seam ripper and you're gonna be ripping 2 holes into the waistband. What I like to do is I like to use my fingertip and measure to the first line on my finger. That's how far I use to, you know, put the holes from the middle of the waistband. So I just rip out 2 holes, use that other tool to feed the drawstring through the hole, and yeah, that's how you make drawstrings. Now you can cut them to whatever length you want when you're done and everything like that. Also, this is where I'm gonna hem the pants as well. Look at that nice stitching on the hem. That's some nice stitching. But anyways, after you finish all of these steps, your sweatpants should be complete. This is how they're looking. Let me know how y'all's came out. But I hope this guide was informative. You know, I hope it helped. I'm not the best at explaining things, so I'm sorry if I was missing some things or I skipped some steps or something. But you know, if you did find this helpful, if you were following along and everything like that, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, show some love in the comments. Let me know how yours came out. But yeah, that's really all I have for this video. Peace.